So we decided to actually go to the North Rim on Thursday afternoon, give us a few hours to peruse the Grand Canyon Lodge and the restaurant and gift store that they have there. You could spend a few hours there. They have these signs that tell you or give suggestions on what you could do in a day, different hikes, restaurants, first timer, if you have an hour or two or 3 to 5 hours. What a great time you can have on the North Rim, looking at their maps and their historical information that they have. But this is the North Lodge, and the North Kaibab Trail is actually closer to the start of the national park. So enjoy, look around. I had to take a couple business calls. Right here is where I took my calls. There is a little bit of Wi-Fi at the lodge, but not much. They do have some of these quick hikes like this where you can go to the overlook, and this was not dangerous, by the way, even though it looks pretty epic from a rock climber's perspective. Enjoy the North Rim the day before, and then we went and found a national forest camping spot. We'll show you that here in a second. But this is what we're hiking tomorrow morning. Get ready, and here we go. Welcome to Bright Angel Point. What a gorgeous place we're at. Look at this. Phantom Ranch is actually over there behind that. And we actually start way back there on the North Rim. Crazy, but isn't this gorgeous? What a beautiful day. We have the storm coming though, so we're gonna go set up our rooftop tent outside the national park, and we'll talk more tomorrow as we get up at about 3:30 in the morning. All right, welcome for joining us. We are going to hike at 3:30 tomorrow morning. North Kaibab, that's how they told me to say it. North Kaibab Trail down to the Phantom Ranch, and then up South Kaibab Trail. And then we're gonna do Bright Angel on the way back on Saturday and back up North Kaibab. So thanks for joining us. We found an amazing spot that's just about I think it was about 4 miles before the national park entrance, and it's only like 0.3 off the highway. It's gonna be awesome. Beautiful, big fire pit, just open national forest, easy to camp. And thanks for joining us, everybody. Enjoy the hike. Past Cottonwood campground. It has a ranger program, has at least 7 sites. You need permits, has an amphitheater, bathrooms. It's pretty slick. Running water, yeah. So looks amazing. I mean, they've got tables at each of the campsites. So if you want to go down part of the way, which is about 7 miles in, then you can go to Cottonwood campground. It's pretty slick. Let's take a detour to Ribbon Falls. I hear it's well worth it, and it is amazing. But be careful, the bridge is out, so you're gonna have to leap over a little bit of rivers. and streams, but just be careful and be smart. Ribbon Falls. Doesn't even feel like even a half mile. Look at that. Wow. Make sure you cross some of the streams. Some of the bridges are out. Cross some of the streams carefully. Try to keep your feet dry, but how beautiful. You can come from behind those falls. So we're gonna go up there and see. My gosh, amazing. Look at that. We're gonna go up there. There's a path behind the falls where, according to story, an Indian tribe believed that that's where all life began, as people would come forth from behind the falls. Kind of interesting. Phantom Ranch is at about the hot spot down in the bottom of the canyon. In fact, day 2 it was 95 degrees, but here they offer lemonade that's to die for, food, medical supplies, postcards, lunches you can pre-order. Great spot. Here's the break point between North and South Rim, and here is the break point between South Kaibab and Bright Angel. Let's head up South Kaibab, but remember, from this point onward, there's little to no water. At 17 and a half miles, we're thinking to ourselves, I've got 4 miles, I've got 4,000 feet of climbing, and just another marathon tomorrow. So, hey, we can totally do this. Let's get this done. But finding nice, cool spots like this, oh, in the shade. It's been sunny since about, I don't know, 11 o'clock. But this has been an amazing hike. I mean, look at that. Let me see if I can get you the Colorado River. No, you can't see it. It's almost, this is around those corners. Anyways, thank you. All right, we're at what's called the tip-off. There's 3 more aid stations after this on the way to the top. It's 4.5 miles. They've got this nice shady breeze blows through, got a set of bathrooms, and it looks like we're going up that. Looks like fun. Let's go. let's give you a tip. We are about 2 miles from the top of South Kaibab, and it is Kaibab, we asked. About 2 miles from the south. And past Phantom Ranch, there's no more water on South Kaibab. And that's where it gets hot. That's where it gets steep. Plan ahead. We've got about 16 ounces, each of us, 10 to 16 ounces for the last couple miles. So plan ahead. If you're going the other direction, you got about 3 to 4 places for water and bathrooms after Phantom Ranch. So anyways, good takeaway. All right, so let's tie this video off for the most part. We are about a mile from the top. You can see, I mean, in the far distance where we went down, switchbacks, about as far as you can see is where the North Rim is, right over there. Thanks for coming. Bring lots of water, bring lots of food. Just know that the South Kaibab Trail is relenting at about 850, 900 feet of elevation per mile. But it's, you know, prepare for it. You don't just do the rim to rim or rim to rim to rim without preparation. We're exhausted. You know, this is not all things are rosy right now. We're breaking wherever the shade is and sitting down and eating and resting and drinking. And so anyways, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And you'll look for our next video, which is heading back tomorrow morning from the South Rim to the North Rim. We're going to go down Bright Angel Trail and back up North Kaibab. So thanks for joining. All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm going to do a couple different kind of endings. I'll do an ending to day 1 and an ending to day 2. Day 1 was an early start that was really cold. We hadn't anticipated it being in the mid-20s. We had hoped that it would be in the 40s, but we had enough clothing that was good, and we got a decently early start. 5 o'clock. By 4:30, the parking lot was full, by the way. You should consider that. We got there at about 4:20 and got one of the last 2 or 3 spots. We took off at about 5:10. Down the canyon was great. We had a fun couple, Will and Vanessa, that made it a blast. We kind of all jogged and passed each other and talked and chatted and made a little competition there. That was fun. But we were cruising down the North Rim fast enough that the Phantom Ranch area and the base of the Grand Canyon wasn't that hot. What we ran into is that the South Kaibab Trail had no water, and so we lasted off our about 64 ounces all the way up to the top, but that face was steep, and that face was long, and that face was hot. So remember, keep plenty of water with you. Make sure you're plenty full and that you had enough to drink, even though it's dark and cold. Make sure you drank plenty going down the north face, so you have enough in you and in your pack to go up the south face. If I were to do it again, I probably would have gone up Bright Angel with all the different water stops and shady bathroom stops. But South Kaibab was gorgeous. I think more people probably come down it than go up it. But hopefully you enjoy, and that was a wonderful, wonderful hike.